Hello everybody and welcome to yet another episode of What's on My Table. And in my previous video, I'd shown you how you can enable human object tracking on your MI360 home security camera 2K Pro. Many of you had a question and you were wondering if this actually works on the 2K Pro camera or on any 360 camera that's made by Xiaomi. So I just wanted to clarify and show you which software version I'm running and which is the exact camera that is featured in the video. So as you can see this box here, it clearly states that this is the MI360 home security camera 2K Pro. You can see how it looks. This is exactly how the actual camera looks. It does not have a globe and like a cut in between, but it's a single unit which is rotating on this base. So that's for the description of the actual camera. The actual name of the camera is the MI360 Home Security Camera 2K Pro. In case you want to know the exact product and model number, here it is. It's the product model, which is M as in Mike JSXJ06CM. So this is the exact piece that we're using here in the review. And coming to the other features, as you can read here, there's a high resolution recording. It calls it the 2K, which we will look into a little later. But it's a 2.5 gigahertz and the 5 gigahertz dual band Wi-Fi. It's got AI motion detection. So this is something that should show up on your box if you still have it with you. And infrared night vision was available even on the previous version. So that wouldn't make a difference. But these two are new features of the 2K Pro camera. So look out for those. Coming to the version of this software, as you can see here, it states that it's the MI Home Xiaomi Home app and the current version is 7.12.700.7290 from Google Play. I'll just keep that for you so you can make a note of it. And now going back to the actual features of the camera, I've got 3 cameras set on my phone. And as you can see, 2 are the regular 360 cameras. As you can see, the shape of the camera also is quite different from what we've seen. Let me point out that this is the one which is the regular 360 camera, which is not 2K but full HD. However, this has a different shape. It's a complete dome and it's not a ball or a globe. So this is the MI360 Home Security, which is the 2K version. So let's click on it. And as you can see that it's kind of moving because I had enabled object tracking. You can see somebody moving through the frame and it's kind of tracking that person and moving along with him. So that's because the tracking option was enabled and it's doing a pretty good job at that. So I'm not moving it, you can see. It's not me moving it, but it's continuously tracking the person that was in the frame. So after a while, it goes back to its home position, I presume. So look for more people if they come. So I think there's a home position that's more or less set. And then a particular tracking that happens when it's not at its home position and it's tracking somebody. So the moment the tracking is done and the person's out of the frame, I think it comes back to its home position. So it's clearly tracking this person going in there. And once he's gone in, I presume it should come back to its home position, which is actually true. This is the position I set so I can see what's happening on the staircase here. At the same time, if somebody is coming from the other road, I can see what's happening on this corner, because any point beyond this is probably the first floor and it doesn't really have any relevance to what I'm looking at. So that's the reason why I've set this frame. So it's a pretty good feature that it comes back to the home position, which I didn't know when I made my previous video. So let's go back to the settings. Let's go to this and see the camera settings. As you can see here, you got human tracking enabled. The camera follows when a human is detected. So there are no additional options other than this. So I can't really enable or change things in that. So I think that's basically all that we have here. We don't really have a option where we can decide how many seconds of object tracking it does. So that might not be here. Home monitoring settings has got monitoring time 24 hours, alarm interval 5 minutes, detection, push notifications. That has nothing to do with the duration of the clip. But somebody had a question as to why these clips are only 9 seconds long. So it's probably to send you a notification that something's happened, and any file or a video which is longer than 9 seconds might be quite heavy for it to send a notification and give you an immediate preview. That could be one of the issues, but we'll figure out soon. One of you also told me that you have a golden ring on your camera, so I don't really have a golden ring on this camera. So I hope that clarifies. This is exactly the camera that I have, and it's connected right here outside the house. As you can see the view. So you can see motion detected. It's actually showing me settings. This is what we were looking for. So somebody asked me a question as to why it's only giving 9 seconds of data, but let's see how long this plays. So it's actually playing around 9 seconds of data. So what about the other one? This is also, let's just have a look at it. It's around 8 seconds of data. So let's go to the next one where the person was detected. It's again showing around 8 seconds of data. So from what I understand, I think 8 seconds of data is pretty much a sweet spot between actually reporting to you that somebody was moving around your location, and it's probably also helpful when it comes to sending that data over to you over WhatsApp or through a notification, so you could monitor it remotely. So you immediately get information about what's happening around your house. And maybe you could always go back and check the longer video, which has got everything that you need. But otherwise, all videos are only 8 seconds. And I think this is a hardware lock, and we might not be able to update it unless we probably, it could be a software lock, sorry. So we might not be able to change it unless we have a firmware update or something of that sort. But all the videos I have, I can confirm, are also only 8 seconds long. Okay, guys, I hope that clarifies. Thanks a lot for your time. And if you have any other questions, please feel free to get back to me, and I'd be glad to help you with this.